So, what happens when you're the press secretary for a fascist regime that doesn't want to be checked and doesn't want to answer tough questions about shitty policies? You semi berate the reporter asking you an honest question, a real question with actual facts and data, and then you announce to the world that you regret giving a question to a news outlet that would dare question anything that the fascist regime does, as we see in this video right here.
I'm sorry, have you ever paid a tariff? Because I have. They don't get charged on foreign companies, they get charged on the importers.
And ultimately, when we have fair and balanced trade, which the American people have not seen in decades, as I said at the beginning, revenues will stay here, wages will go up, and our country will be made wealthy again. And I think it's insulting that you are trying to test my knowledge of economics and the decisions that this president has made. I'm now regret giving a question to the Associated Press. Mary.
So what you'll notice in that exchange is that she did not address what the reporter said, which was that the tariffs are not paid for by foreign governments. They're paid for by the companies that import products. That reporter was trying to explain to her that that is something that he has personal experience in. He has done. And she wouldn't touch the fact that foreign companies don't pay the tariffs, which is the lie that the Trump administration has been putting out. That tariffs are paid for by foreign companies. They're not. They're paid for by the countries. They're paid for by companies that import the products. So first and foremost, she wouldn't even address the subject matter. Secondly, she goes into when we have fair and balanced trade, we're going to be richer. There's absolutely no indication of that. Trump's tariffs the first time around did not result in such a richness of our country. As a matter of fact, we plateaued our economy in the first 3 years prior to COVID and then watched it fall off a cliff in 2020. And then you see what she says at the end. And now I regret giving a question to the Associated Press. Right, you regret giving a question to somebody who dared call you out on your bullshit. You'll notice that she said there, I am insulted that you would question my knowledge of economics. Let's pause right there. The gentleman who's asking the question was actually an importer that has paid a tariff. You were not. So the gentleman asking the question, with all due respect, propaganda Barbie, knows more about economics than you'll ever fucking know. And then secondly, what did she say? I find it insulting that you would question my knowledge of economics and the decisions this president made. So you find it insulting that American citizens would question the decisions that American president would make? That's fascism. It is not only our right, but it is our duty to question what our elected officials do. And she's insulted that a reporter would dare question what the president does. That's shit that happens in North Korea, in Russia, in Iran, not here in the United States of America. I would dare say the Associated Press is probably going to get kicked out of the newsroom again, and we're gonna see another hand-selected group of reporters come in that'll ask the right questions, because fascist regimes don't like to be questioned.